Om Shanti, divine brothers and sisters. We are doing this wonderful 50 soulful self-talk series, the hidden conversation we have with ourselves. For the next 5 videos, the theme is going to be around the purpose of life. We will go in the depth of purpose of life. What can I do? Purpose is not just about having a big stage, running a movement. No, it can be as simple as living in a house away from social media, but contributing to the people with whom I live. If I'm a teacher, how can I help a kid to grow? How can I help people emotionally? The idea is to identify where I can contribute. How can I contribute? Contribution is not always about the money or always about doing something. Contribution can be the being part. And I believe this is the biggest service, seva, people need right now, living by example, being that person who inspire others, around whom people get motivated, inspired, they feel calm. Developing the mind, beautifying the mind, purifying the mind in such a way that whomsoever we meet, we let go of the consciousness of gender, nationality, caste, creed, removing all the things, changing the consciousness that what can I get from that person to how can I contribute? What can I give to that person? One of the reasons for addiction, aggression, and depression is not having a meaning in life, and that is because of the emptiness a person has, a vacuum, a void, and that can be filled through purpose of life. It is a change of consciousness, change of identity, that I am not living just for surviving, but serving. And that changes many things. A person is only able to help others when they feel fulfilled inside. Not 100%, but there is a consciousness that, okay, I have got what I need to stay happy, stay peaceful. Now, how can I contribute others? Even the happiness can be increased only when we contribute. Happiness is real only when it is shared. So all those things come in our mind when we are happy inside, peaceful inside, filled inside. When our emotional cup is filled, then only our mind look outside of our world to help them. Otherwise, if it is only about survival, if we have learned to just survive, then it can only look for what can I get, how can I feel safe, and true potential, what a person has, a soul has, cannot be fulfilled by this. So let us understand from survival, how can I go to the serving mode? So today's soulful self-talk is, my life is not about surviving, it is about serving. My life is not about surviving, it is about serving. I am not a victim of my past. I don't blame, and I am not surviving. I'm thriving. Very important to understand, because changing this mindset, changing this identity is very important. I am not a victim of my circumstances, what has happened to me. I am a soul, and a soul is untouched. Soul is always pure, always loveful, always calm, always powerful. A soul is capable of creating goodness, of creating positivity, even if it is surrounded by any kind of people, any kind of negativity, whatever the situations a soul is into, it can still hope, it can still find a meaning, and it can still look for the solution. When we wake up in the morning, most of the people have just one hidden conversation, and that is just get through the day, finish work, handle responsibilities, manage stress, pay bills, avoid conflict. That's it, right? When we have a routine like that, what happens is that everyday energy goes into just surviving, just managing stress, and there is no powerful thought about why do I want to get better? What can I do to contribute? The awareness, the consciousness level remains low just to survive. And that becomes so automatic that it becomes a routine and it always feels right. It feels like that's what happens. That's what people do. We are not able to look beyond ourselves. We do not have enough power, enough soul power, mind power, clarity to think about that how can I make my life better? How can I make others' life better? How can I have a conscious life? How can I have conscious decisions about the world? How can I help the nature, the world? Those things does not come when we are in the survival mode, because then our nervous system just look for how can I survive? How can I be safe? How can I consume more? How can I get more things? Because then only I will feel happy, I will feel satisfied. And this is the reason we go into fight mode, flight mode, survival mode. We overwork, we overthink because life has become about survival only. So it just want to overthink, overwork because it wants to feel safe. It feels threatened. So it makes us feel like that you are a victim. Just collect more, do more, work more, earn more. There is no limit to the safety. There are neurons, there is a programming in our brain which happens based on our identity. If it is only about survival, if it is only about me, then the mind always think that what do I need? What can I get? How do I secure myself? How do I protect my image? How do I avoid loss? So in that loop, we stay stuck. In that loop, we are only conscious about our own being, and still it's okay if we are focused on our own being, healing myself, but the survival mode makes us feel like you're threatened and collect more, do more, think more, watch more, go here, go there, because the consciousness awareness is not there. It just wants to feel more, do more, because actually there is a numbness inside, because I am not fulfilling my potential and I am not doing what I'm supposed to do here. That's why there is a conflict, that's why there is a duality, and that's the reason for all kind of emotional stress which starts happening in our mind. So here comes the change in thought process from today, and that is my life is not just about surviving, it is about serving. How can I add value? How can I make others' life easier? It's not about when I will be 60, I will do this, I will do that. No. Today, what can I do? I am in the office. How can I contribute in my colleagues' well-being? I am at home. How can I stay calm, be loveful, be kind, doing the right things, being aware, being conscious about my thought process, creating that powerful energy? inspiring others through a simple living because people are watching me. How can I add value in their life? How can I contribute through my mind, through my thoughts, words, and actions? So today's self talk is only about realizing my true potential, and the meaning of life is to find your gift, and purpose of life is to give it away. My gift is that I am aware now that I am a soul full of love, compassion, peace, purity. So my purpose is to give it away, spreading the happiness, being calm in the adverse situations, in criticism, in blame, in all the circumstances, being kind, being loveful. This is my contribution to the world, helping the struggling ones. We have understood that behavior is a communication of an unmet need. So even if somebody is angry, I will not go down to that level. I will understand through a compassionate lens that they need to be valued. So let me contribute in that way. Let me serve. Let me serve the struggling souls. This is my purpose. I have been given this knowledge, even this series, to help others through my own awareness. So sometimes service is listening deeply, forgiving sincerely, teaching truthfully, leading ethically, living consciously. Purpose service can be as simple as that. So tonight, let's reflect on few points before sleeping. Open your journal, take out pen and write and answer honestly. Give yourself little time to reflect because these questions are going to shift something in me. Question yourself. Keep questioning yourself. Keep questioning your belief system. How often do you question your beliefs will determine how often, how quickly you will heal and make yourself more conscious and aware person. Where am I living in survival mode? Check. Am I only centered about me, or am I able to think beyond me that what do I need, what do I can get, or something more I can think about? What fears are driving my decisions? Because if it is a survival, then fears are going to come. What can I do from self-protection to contribution? Not thinking about me, no comparison, no competition. If there is no comparison, no competition, no jealousy, how can I contribute? And my life is not only about surviving, it is about serving. Reaffirm very slowly just before sleeping. I am here to add light, not just to protect myself. Okay? We are here to add light in others' life, and that's the best thing I can do for myself and others. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.